afternoon. Today is the 28th of February, although you'll be seeing this a couple of days after recording this, because this is the March 2024 channel update. And as you've seen from the title, I do hope those of you who go to Rustival enjoy the event without me. So as I've said in the last two channel updates, and I've been asked again 3 times this week if I'm going to Rustival, the reason why I make channel updates and things like that is so that people can find out what's actually happening in advance on the channel. So I wasn't best pleased with the number of times I've been asked about this, but I will go over this again in case you didn't see the last 2 channel updates. Not everybody watches them and haven't got time or not interested, and I understand that, but there is a reason why I do make these videos. They're not just for my own entertainment. Back in I think it was November or December, I heard rumours that there was going to be an event with Ian Seabrook from Hubnut and Steph from Whatever Classic and Mr. Richardson Furious Driving. So I asked Mr. Richardson if there was something that was going to be going on, and he said yes, but he wasn't quite sure of the date. So I said no problem, that's fine. Then my lady wife and I were offered the chance to go and do something at the time that Rustival has now been booked for. So we booked that before the end of last year, and a few days after we had booked it, I got the news that Rustival was happening on the 9th of March, and what we booked we can't move. So the answer's, for those of you who don't know, no, I'm not going. I'd love to be there. Obviously Mr. Richardson himself, because he's one of the 3 I just have the most interaction with, asked me, and Mr. Coleman, the rubbish mechanic, is having pride of place at Rustival in his lovely Ford Granada, which has appeared on my channel and on his channel and on Mr. Richardson's channel. So yes, I hope you enjoy the event without me. I cannot make it, so that's one thing out of the way. Secondly, yes, I will be going to the NEC. This is the second thing that people always ask me. Normally the answer is yes, and this time it is yes. And yeah, all 3 days Mr. Coleman is having a stand. I can't remember what Mr. Richardson, the others said that they were doing. I don't think they're having a stand there. I don't actually know which one of those 3 is going. I think Mr. Richardson's going. The other 2 I'm not actually sure. So I will be there, but usual thing I say in this sort of instance is, well, I might not have time to speak to anybody. People sometimes kind of wave me down and things like that, and I try to wave back, but if I'm in the middle of recording, something like 14 to 15 slightly shambolic shuffles over the course of the weekend. It's not as many as the NEC Classic Car Show in November, which is like 22 to 23 in a weekend. This is like 14, 15. Then chances are I might not have a huge amount of time to have a chat. Now, there are one of my channel viewers, he always asks me about, like, how about going to interview some owners. And the thing is the equipment I use is incredibly basic. It's not really designed to be interviewing people at shows, and also I just don't have the time. If I need to get around everything, which I do, I simply don't have the time to do interviews. I spoke to one of my friends actually who is going to Rustival, will be filming it, and about this sort of thing, and he said, yeah, well, I'm a bit more selective than you about what cars I film. So, well, there's one criteria that we have for filming or not filming cars, and that's if they have the right sort of engines in them. But other than that, we try to film as much as possible, so the videos are quite long. But the thing is, the statistics tell me that over the course of a very, very long time, the most successful stuff actually that's on the channel in terms of the genre of video, it's slightly shambolic shuffles, of which there are like 500 or more of them now. So I do, to an extent, provide videos that I think you want to watch. I mean, some people don't want to watch them, that's fine, don't watch them, don't complain to me about them and stuff like that in the comments, but don't like what I say or what I do, because the comments will just be removed, because there's no particular reason to say that. You can just go and watch something else, which is what I suggest you do. But a lot of people like to watch it, so we make what we like to see. So that's good. I also have spent the last couple of days over in Essex at Langley Prestige, which is now moved to Colchester, or near Colchester. And I've filmed 7 videos, including a very interesting episode of No Budget Reviews, a car that they got in as a trading. Yeah, it's quite a rare car actually. It's not got, I'd say, like the most level of classic interest, but nevertheless I think you'll find the video interesting. We've also got 2 episodes of contingency reviews and 4 episodes of sensible second-hand reviews, which on the day of filming this, the first one will be going out. Also got more episodes of No Budget Reviews to follow. I am also this week filming some sensible second-hand classics for the first time in a while. A viewer got in touch with me, I think it was before Christmas, and asked me if I wanted to film his car. It's taken a little while to sort out when I'm going, but I will be doing that. And then the week before the NEC Practical Classics Restoration Show is happening, I've got sensible second-hand classics and a couple more cars to film with you. So I'm going to keep that going. I'm pleased many of you have enjoyed sensible second-hand reviews and No Budget Reviews this month, the 2 most successful videos that I've seen, apart from predictably the Barron's Classic Car Auction sale preview. And I'm actually on my way now to Barron's Classic Car Auctions to film another sale preview, because the sale days they do have actually moved. So I would normally go towards the end of the month to film, and I'm actually having to film this in February because I can't get to the auction house next week at all, and the sale's on the 9th, which is the same day as Rustival too. So I'm filming this actually in February, which is bizarre to me, but hopefully you'll enjoy that too when it goes up. And of course we'll be doing top 10 best selling cars and all kinds of other stuff as well. I've actually got some unusual content for next week, a couple of things I would normally put into a very, very vlog, but actually because of why I need to do some work on the channel to make sure the schedule's full, there will just be normal videos, and I do hope you'll find the topics in them interesting. So yes, I'm very grateful to all the new subscribers who've come in, particularly the Mark 1 Fiat Punto and the Skoda Rapid. I don't know why the Skoda Rapid video has been as successful as it is. A lot of people say all sensible second-hand reviews is boring and no one watches it, but my statistics this month tell me that people want to watch stuff like that, so I shall continue to make them. Because particularly over the sort of longer periods, those videos actually do quite well. So yeah, and I'm able to do a lot of them in one go, because places I go to film, like Langley Prestige and also LSB car sales near Thatcham that Lee runs, they often have a lot of cars in stock in one place for me to film, so I can film much more efficiently doing it that way. And they just happen to have, second-hand cars that people want to buy, because that's good business. Having stock that no one wants to buy is not good business. Also, last week, Mr. Bill from the Fuel Power channel and I completed like 1.25 episodes of Tweet Decker Reviews. We had to refilm the driving section from the previous one because that had gone very well. And one of the videos I think that will be coming up next week will be what happens when it all goes wrong, which actually I think might be quite an interesting video for some. I think there's 5 different stories that I want to tell in that particular one, and I need to actually write that down just to make sure I don't miss anything. So, hopefully some people find that interesting. It's a bit self-indulgent for me, but never mind. And I think that's it for March 2024 channel update. Thank you to all the channel members and people who also give in other ways on a monthly basis for keeping things going. Actually, channel memberships and other donations make up quite a high proportion of the monthly channel income. Don't feel at all, as I always say, that you have to give anything. I mean, that's really for people who actually want to, rather than people who are coerced or sort of asked. But the option's there if you would like to help out in that particular way. You do get to see channel videos early. In some cases, like a month or two early, you'll see channel videos before they go out. So that's something to look forward to, or not, as the case may be. And the best thing to do if you want to support the channel, as I always say, is to watch videos all the way through. That massively helps. Like them and leave comments below. Nice comments, I hope. And yes, we shall see you again at the beginning of next month for some more incoherent mumbling.